Welcome back, everybody, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel below. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NBA player props for Monday, January 2nd slate of games. Before we do that, you guys are awesome. I can't stress that enough. But 61.4% of our viewers are returning viewers, and only 20% of those people are subscribed to the channel. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that sub button, we are close to 3K subs on our channel. If we hit 3K subs today, we would definitely do another membership giveaway to our website and a cash prize giveaway as well. So hit that sub button. Also, we are growing as a channel, and it's time we gave the subscribers a name. So what should we call our community members? If you guys have any ideas, drop it in the comments. If we like it, we will use it and set you up with a gift for coming up with that name. But let's get into player props from last night and today. New year, new format, new graphic for you guys. We're going to talk about last night's picks first, then get into tonight's picks. We're going to go first to worst kind of thing here. So, Trey, start us off with your picks from last night.
Sweet. Yeah, I went 2-0 yesterday. I did hit on the Joker over on his threes at 0.5, and he finished with 2. He got it out of the way within the first 4 minutes of the game, so shout out Joker for that. And also hit on the Harrison Barnes over 13.5 points. He finished with 16. He started off the first quarter 1 for 6. But he was chucking him up, and he finished with 16 points, so shout out Harrison Barnes.
Teats?
Yeah, I had De'Aaron Fox in that game, and I was kind of sweating on it because I had him over 1.5 threes, and he had a 3 early, and I checked towards the end of the first quarter, and 4 of the 5 starters for the Kings were all 1 for something from the 3 and from the field. So I sweated it out, but we got that one. But let's just take a second to talk about how crappy the Denver Nuggets game was, because I had Joker under 11.5 rebounds. He was sitting at 8. And then they took a 45-minute break to fix the rim. And I checked back, and within 2 minutes, he has 4 rebounds. I feel like that was the best pick there, the best play. And it just, things changed, and it completely changed the direction of the game. So, you can only do what you can control. So let's just kind of move up from here.
Yeah, I had Jonas last night over his 35.5 points. He was a healthy stretch. But I had Big Al last night over 9.5 points. He finished with 8, but the real story, Teats said it's Rimgate. They were playing on a bent rim. They took an hour delay. Al's too old for that shit, guys. He never got warmed back up. So loss is a loss, but NBA is going to expect a letter from me. He did shoot 10 times, so I can't be mad. It just wasn't a great pick by me. But let's talk about picks for tonight. Trey, start us off for tonight's picks.
Yeah, I went 2-0 yesterday. I'm looking to keep it hot, and you guys know who I am starting with today. They finally put out a line, and it's still the disrespectful number, so we're hammering it at 30.5 for James Harden points and assists. Harden did sit out the 76ers last game against the Thunder 2 days ago, and Embiid put up a triple-double. So the assists were there for Embiid, and now they're going to be there for Harden. Harden, during his last 5 home games, is averaging 31.6 points and assists. And if you look at his last 5 games overall, that bumps up to 35 points and assists. And then if you look at his matchup, it's a home game for James Harden against the Pelicans, and Harden has always dominated the Pelicans. In his last 5 games against New Orleans, he's averaging over 44 points and assists. Harden's a walking 20 and 10, like I say, so 30 is a sweet spot, and we all know that he's going to chip in a little bit more than 20 and a little bit more than 10 assists every game. So 30.5 is a great number for James Harden. Let's just hammer it and just watch the cash flow into our bank account. But my last play is going to be Chris Paul over on his points and assists. I like to stay away from Chris Paul, but at the moment, the Suns' CP3 is all they got. He's having to do all the scoring, all the playmaking for them with Devin Booker out, and he's still out for this game. And we all know that CP3 is a walking assist machine, but like I said, he's going to have to do a lot more in the points column today. So that's why I'm leaning for the points and assists rather than his assists. His assists is set at 8.5, so I was thinking about doing that, but I do think he's going to chip in some points today. In his last 5 games in Madison Square Garden, CP3 has put on a show, averaging 16.4 points and 11.4 assists. That comes out to 27.8 points and assists. And he even loves playing on the road. Chris Paul is a dog on the road. He loves feeling the opposing crowd go against him. And he's averaging almost 28 points and assists on the road at 27.8 in his last 5 road games. And I do expect Paul to have his way with the young Knicks backcourt since RJ Barrett is ruled out and Jalen Brunson is questionable. Brunson's missed the last 3 games. So the Knicks are running out a very young lineup, and I think Chris Paul's a little bit too smart for that. So give me Chris Paul over 24.5 points and assists, and James Harden over 30.5 points and assists. Let's go 2-0 again today, guys.
Yeah, I have two props for tonight. And speaking of disrespectful lines, you talked about Harden. My first prop will be CJ McCollum over 29.5 PRAs. I don't have to explain this pick. You know my relationship with CJ. He's my golden goose now. He's facing the 76ers tonight. 3 days ago, he had 42, 4, and 5 against them. Sign me up for another 42, 4, and 5 night tonight. My second prop will be LaMelo Ball over 38.5 PRAs. The Hornets have been bad this year, but Ball has not. In his last 5 games, he's averaging 36 minutes, 24.2 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 7.8 assists. He shoots more than anybody on the team, 21.4 times in his last 5 games. I'm just going to take his PRA because he got me good with the last time I took him. Yeah, he has the Lakers tonight. It's 27th worst defense in the NBA, so Ball should have a big night. So my two props are going to be CJ McCollum and LaMelo Ball over their PRAs. Teats?
Yeah, I'm going to have to take that alley-oop from Trey. He's taking James Harden over PA. I'm going to take Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. It's kind of like what Trey is doing. I'm just going to continue to ride Embiid in his hot hand until it doesn't. As you can see, he had a really bad game against OKC, but other than that, he's averaging about 39, 40 points a game if you take out December 31st. In his last 5 home games, he's been scoring about 44, 22, 28, 34, and 31 over the last 5. So it's very kind of up and down. But that 44 was literally the last out of the 5, as you can see on the screen. So he's had a long away stretch. So he's probably going to be happy to be back home in Philly to get some games going. Against the Pelicans, he's averaging close to 40 points a game. I'm removing one of the games. So out of the last 4, he scored 37, 42, 22, and 37 because it's the one game that he played less than 30 minutes in that game. So it typically we're going to see him on the court for 30, 35, close to 40 minutes if he can play for 40 minutes. So that was kind of one of those stats that are just kind of thrown out there. So Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. I'm going to continue to ride that as long as that line stays around that number. I'm going to go in the same matchup. We're going to do points. I'm going to go Zion Williamson, the linebacker, safety, power forward that they got on the Pelicans team. Over his last 5, 20, 36, 43, 18, 30. So he's hit this 3 of the last 5, but he had a 36 ball against Philadelphia just a few days ago. When he's on the road, he's a little bit more consistent, 20, 30, 31, 26, 30. So that would average out to be a little bit above 26.5. But he's only played really 2 games against Philly, and he scored 36 points and 37 points in both outings. He loves to show up. He loves to show up against good basketball. And with Embiid and Harden being like the dynamic duo in that offense, he's definitely going to want to show that he can still be a bully in the paint, along with stretch the floor with some outside shots. So 26.5 points might be a little disrespectful for Zion in this game.
All right, so that's 6 plays for you guys tonight. Let's do the parlay lock for tonight. I'm going to start with CJ McCollum over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, my golden goose. Teats?
I'm going to have to go with Joel Embiid on this one. Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. He has not failed me yet, so I'm not going to let him fail me today. But let's just kind of keep winning that money.
Trey?
I love both of those plays for you guys, and let's hope that my play is not the one to mess him up. But I'm going to go with James Harden over the points and assists. I've said it many times, it's disrespectful, and Harden's probably one of the best 2 guards in the league, so he should get the 31 easy.
I love that. But all right, that'll do it for our NBA player props for Monday, January 2nd. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.